Fees Must Fall activist Bonginkosi Khanyile is today expected to apply for bail in the Durban Magistrate's Court. Khanyile was arrested last week in connection with last month's civil unrest. He faces 5 charges, including incitement to commit public violence and contravention of the lockdown restrictions. Newzroom Africa's Nkosikhona Duma is watching the story. He joins us now from our studios in Randburg for a sense of what we can expect. First and foremost, welcome to the fold. Great to have you with us. Let's speak about how we actually got here, right? Bonginkosi Khanyile being prominent back in Fees Must Fall. He was arrested, then released. How did he get to a point where he's being arrested again?
Well, good morning and thank you. So Bonginkosi Khanyile was arrested for crimes allegedly committed between the 10th and the 14th of July last month. And this was, of course, the period in which we saw rampant looting in the country, really, criminality that claimed over 300 lives. Bonginkosi Khanyile, a known Duma supporter, allegedly during this period addressed a crowd in Durban, encouraging people essentially here to engage in arson attacks. In fact, let us look at a video footage that was taken of Khanyile during that period.
Thank you very much, Thank you.
Quite clear. But is there anything he says there that's actually an incitement to violence?
Well, that video footage that you've just seen was in Zulu, so let me just briefly translate. He is essentially saying here, those who are burning the country must do so until Babu Msholozi, that is, of course, the clan name of former President Jacob Zuma, is released. He's saying that those who are blockading roads, who are setting up these blockages and essentially also setting up fires, must continue to do so until the former president is released from prison. Because, of course, Bonginkosi Khanyile is among those who believe that the arrest of the former president is unjust. He sees him as really a champion of radical economic transformation.
RET forces once again. Let's speak about what we're expecting inside court. The state saying they're going to oppose bail?
Yes, indeed. You recall that Bonginkosi Khanyile had previously pleaded guilty to causing public violence. He's a previous convict. And the state says that, this person knows, civil unrest and what it has led to. Khanyile previously also, during his plea back when the court matter took place, he had pleaded guilty to possessing a dangerous weapon, according to the states, and that is a slingshot, which he allegedly used, to attack a police officer. So the state's really saying that he shouldn't be granted bail, and they will be opposing that today.
All right. We've also heard comments, I think it's from the spokesperson to Khanyile, who said something along the lines of, they're mobilizing support for the court appearance in the Durban Magistrate's Court. Does that mean we're expecting a crowd there?
Well, that spokesperson is speaking about, his name is Pilani Nduli. He's also known as Gazuzu back in Durban. Look, what we saw on Monday, despite the mobilization that they tried to do, is that essentially about 8 people rocked up. And this is, of course, linked to the fact that Khanyile, who, by the way, has been associated with the EFF Student Command for a long time, the EFF Student Command at the national level issued a directive to its members on the ground saying that they shouldn't support Bonginkosi Khanyile. So that's quite interesting.
All right, absolutely. We'll watch it all as it continues to develop. For now, thank you very much indeed for some much-needed context. That's Nkosikhona Duma. Live to us here from our studio. He'll be watching as Bonginkosi Khanyile makes another court appearance in the Durban Magistrate's Court.